The Northern Territory government says its paperless arrest regime has been vindicated by a High Court ruling that the laws are valid. But lawyers who mounted the legal challenge believe they've won a partial victory that limits how the laws can be used. Relatives of a man who died in Darwin's police watch house in May believe the court's decision means other people will be put at risk. And a warning to our Indigenous viewers, this story contains images of a deceased person.
The Northern Territory government brought in the paperless arrest laws in December so police could spend more time patrolling the streets and less in the watch house doing arrest paperwork. The High Court has ruled the laws are valid after a challenge by justice groups, so they stay in place.
It says that these laws are not punitive and they weren't designed to be so.
Justice groups had argued the laws gave police punitive powers to detain people, something that only courts should have. The system allows officers to hold people for 4 hours without charge on suspicion of minor offences. Lawyers also argued the laws put sick Indigenous people at risk of death in custody by being detained longer than necessary.
We're obviously disappointed with the outcome. We would have liked the High Court to strike down these unjust laws.
The legal fight became more poignant after the death of Kumanjay Langdon in Darwin's watch house after a paperless arrest in May. His relatives fear more deaths.
When something happens, they then cry and start making noises, and who's involved? It's our people.
The court judgment has, however, made clear that there must be limitations placed on how the police use the paperless arrest laws. The court said that police shouldn't continue to hold people after they've decided to fine them. This happened in Kumanjay Langdon's case.
We think that this judgment really does raise a serious question about whether or not Kumanjay Langdon was being held lawfully.
The judgment also requires that police fine, charge or release people as soon as possible, rather than using the policy for catch and release to keep people off the streets. Jane Bardon, ABC News.